Markquis Nowell is the perfect example of heart over height. As a fellow short king, I've never wanted to see someone succeed as badly as I want to see Nowell succeed in the NBA. Standing at 5'7", no one thought an NBA team would even take a chance on him, but the Toronto Raptors did. When the news broke that the Raptors signed Markquis Nowell to a two-way contract, I was beyond happy, and Nowell's reaction to the news was wholesome. I simply fell in love with Nowell's game during March Madness, where he led Kansas State to the Elite Eight. Nowell averaged 23.5 points per game during his 4 tournament games. He hit so many important shots for Kansas State down the stretch, and also set an NCAA tournament record with 19 assists in Kansas State's overtime victory over Michigan State in the Sweet 16. One of the best March Madness games I'd ever seen. The fifth-year senior, who began his college career with Little Rock, averaged a career-best 17.6 points and 8.3 assists per game this past season, while shooting 35.5% on three-point shots. If the New York native cracks Toronto's roster, he would be the shortest player in the NBA. When you plan, God laughs, Nowell tweeted. Thank you, God, for everyone. Toronto, here we come. This is what Kansas State head coach Jerome Tang told the Topeka Capital Journal. What I'm getting from NBA teams, every workout he's been in, I've gotten a call and they said he was the best player. And it was the best workout they had because of the energy he brought and how competitive he made it. And I tell them, at some point in time, if you got the guy who's the best player in all the workouts, being around 5'7" doesn't need to matter anymore. And the Raptors are no strangers to having success with short point guards in their past, including the team's first star, 5'10" Damon Stoudemire. And then who could ever forget Raptors legend Muggsy Bogues, who stood at 5'3". He was the shortest player in NBA history. And then guys like TJ Ford, Fred VanVleet, and Kyle Lowry were all undersized guards. And it's not like short guards haven't been able to have success in the NBA before. Former Celtics point guard Isaiah Thomas was the final pick of his draft and became an all-star at 5'9". Another New Yorker, Pelicans guard Jose Alvarado, has established himself as a solid player in this league. And then, of course, you have to mention 5'9" Nate Robinson, who is a former slam dunk champion, and he averaged 11 points a game in a long NBA career. The New York Post reported that Nowell has already chatted with Robinson, Thomas, Bogues, and Alvarado, amongst others. I'm trying to keep short guards relevant, Nowell told the Post. There's not many of us in the NBA that's playing at a high level. I want to put on for them. Nowell is going to work hard, and that's what makes him admirable. Being the shortest player on the court, he will have the chip on his shoulder to prove his worth on every single play. You already know how many naysayers Nowell had to deal with just to get to this point. People thinking that he would never amount to anything in college. People thinking that he was a fool, that he thought he had a chance to make it to the NBA. Well, now Nowell has a chance to prove all of his naysayers wrong and live out his dream. You look at Nowell, he is a player that makes everybody around him better. He is a true leader and a floor general. He always puts his teammates in a great position to score. His 297 total assists ranked first in the Big 12 and second in the entire NCAA. The same goes for his 8.2 assists per game average, respectively. With 132 turnovers on the season, he turned in a solid 2.3 assists to turnover ratio. The Raptors were missing a true point guard like this, one that can help set up his teammates. The Raptors ranked 23rd in the NBA in assists per game as a team, and according to Hoop Stats, their bench ranked dead last in assists per game. Now, there are going to be concerns, of course, about how a 5'7" guard will be able to stay on the floor without constantly being targeted on defense. However, the Raptors may be one of the few teams who could work around this flaw and actually make this experiment work with Markquis Nowell. Nowell is only on a two-way contract, which means that he can only appear in a maximum of 50 games. but the Raptors may very well give him a real shot to contend for minutes. And when you look at what Nowell loves to do the most and what is arguably his greatest strength, Markquis Nowell loves to create off the pick and roll. We saw it so many times during his career in college. And under a pick and roll master like Darko Rajakovic, the Raptors will have the ability to scheme up some very creative plays for a savvy passer like Nowell. And speaking of Rajakovic, we know that he's going to give these younger players a lot of chances, and he's going to get the most out of them, which is his calling card, which is one of the biggest reasons why the Raptors brought it in. And I'm excited to see how he's going to elevate these young players' games and how he's going to work with them to truly maximize their potential. So the opportunity is going to be there for Markquis Nowell. It is up to him if he's going to run away with it and in fact succeed at the NBA level. But regardless of what happens next, the fact that Markquis Nowell has come this far is simply amazing. Markquis Nowell received little to no college interest, but committed to Little Rock. But it was at Kansas State where Nowell really made a name for himself, especially in that NCAA tournament. And now Markquis Nowell has realized his dream by signing with the Toronto Raptors on a two-way deal. Nowell should be proud of himself. He broke the barrier, and now he will inspire a future generation of undersized guards that dream about making it to the NBA. Markquis Nowell has a chance to become a truly special story in the NBA. What are your thoughts about Markquis Nowell? What are you looking forward to him bringing to the Toronto Raptors? Markquis Nowell will have ample opportunities to prove himself, and if he can somehow end up being even like a backup point guard, I mean, that would be tremendous. As you look at the Toronto Raptors, they definitely have a question mark at the point guard position. We still don't know if Fred's going to be back, and if he's not back, how the Raptors are going to address that. Truly an amazing story, and like I said, I'm rooting for the guy. As a fellow short guy, I know how it is to be overlooked, and yeah, I mean, Markquis Nowell, he has definitely defied all odds just to get here, and he was definitely the darling of the March Madness tournament, as a lot of people automatically fell in love with his story and his game. And Markquis Nowell is a true underdog story, and let's see how he now takes advantage of the opportunity given to him. So I'm excited to see what Nowell is going to do with the Raptors franchise, with this Raptors organization under a guy like Rajakovic. So we will see. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Drop a like on the video, guys. It does help it a ton. And please subscribe to the channel for more NBA content just like this. That is it for me. This is Lucas signing off. As always, thanks so much for watching. I will catch you all again in the next video.